Lagbaja has joined the crying club. This is coming from the desk of the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile after the Chief of Army Staff made a very emotional statement or briefing that most military or combatant men of the Nigerian military are operating under the most or the worst environmental conditions. Your take on this?
Um, you see, Simon Ekpa, our God-given Prime Minister, posted this in. You know why one of them made him post it? He's happy now. He is glad now that Lagbaja himself have come out and recognized Biafran Defense Force that they are the most one of the best defense world in the world in the defense force in the world by accepting that Nigerian military are operating in the most difficult environment, which Biafra land is very difficult now for them to operate. It's not easy for them now to run it over as they run in the first Biafran war because now we have get our full defense equipped, our full defense force stand by. This is why he said this thing. And he cannot come out and open acknowledge truly. Now, it's not easy for them to operate in Biafran land as they did in the first Biafran war. Biafran Defense Force is now standing as Gidigba and as a hill or mountain cannot be moved. Where they stand is where they stand. And Lagbaja himself don't welcome to come openly and acknowledge that the Biafran Defense Force are defeating their aggression invading army. This is why he put it in this way that they are operating in the most difficult territory, the most difficult country now in Africa, or one of them in the world. You understand? He's taking indirect way to accept that they are losing the war.
Technical defeats
Technical defeat
have been disadvantage over the environment.
over technical defeat against their own army. Now, this they know that they have failed diplomatically, and they're coming to the barrel of gun. As Wole Soyinka told them that even if at all you are able to achieve anything from the barrel of gun, it's temporary. Even if at all, if they cannot achieve it, now they are they see that they are failing out of barrel gun, they cannot achieve it. The only thing that is with them now is on propaganda warfare. In that the propaganda warfare, God may raise up another person with the spirit of Chukwumerije in him to come and counterize that their propaganda warfare, Nigerian propaganda warfare. You understand what I mean? Therefore, Lagbaja to say Nigerians armed forces are operating on a most difficult territory or area. He said the truth. That man said the truth. But if I were him, no, I am asking, who creates that difficult territory or area? Who created it? Nigerian government, Nigerian armed forces, Nigerian government official, which is part of them. Had they been, they don't go an aggression mission or invading mission. You could have not to be unto them suicide mission of non-return. You may go suicide mission and return, but their own is suicide mission in Biafra land, not on return, not returning. This is why he's crying out. And if I were him, I could advise Mr. President because he's one of the he's, I mean, among the most high government officials that can advise federal government, the presidency, on a case like this. If I were him, I could have called federal government, Mr. President, Bola Ahmed, the Jagaba, the chief of the chief of staff commanding both military, armed forces, and the civilians of Nigeria. And we advise him to use systematically, if they feel ashamed that the giant of Africa have backed down, then let them use it systematically to bring their ego down, to humble themselves, so that honor of the giant of Africa will remain. Then they pull their armed forces little by little, systematically away from Biafra land before this 2nd of December 2024. They put them out and said, as the one said, we are trying to pull our army back and give them police, so that police for peace, so that there be peace. So police will stay there, and the whole armed forces will go out. We will give them police to monitor the situation, to monitor the security in southeast, south south. That's what they call it. They don't call it Biafra land.
By my own submission, he is giving a situation report on the happenings. So I think he is very bold and very frank about the situation. That means there is problem fundamentally, there is technically there is problem, and the most Nigerian military are demoralized because you can't be operating under most difficult situation or environment and still have your morale boosted.
You know, this is what you said now. This is the why they are trying to check their tactics from conventional war. They want it to be before, but we said no. Now they want to follow us to enter guerrilla war, because they know that conventionally they have lost. And this guerrilla war is part of the technical, I mean, systematically trying to cool the temper down. But if I were them, the Mr. President could have announced in this another this system that we are withdrawing our army from civilians territory in south east, south south, and let our police be there, because police is a mediator between the populace or the masses and the government. And police for peace, let us mount Nigerian police there to check the situation of insecurity in south south southeast, because that's what they will call it. They will not call it Biafra. Then to see whether our prime minister will give, whether Biafran prime minister will give order to Biafran defence force to mellow down, so that we can give them our women to checkmate the police, their activities. Because the one said in the first war, in the first troops Nigerian army they sent to east, Biafran soldiers wipe them up. The one who said no, we send the police, not army. Ojukwu told him that if you send police, not army, then we send our women to counterize your police. Let us see whether it will be like that. So systematically, when the women, Biafran women, counterize Nigerian police, then systematically he will destroy, he will put Nigerian police away from Biafran land. I say, oh, now there's no mercy in Biafran land before the declaration, because I don't see how easy it will be to Nigerian armed forces and the Biafra defence force after the declaration, or before the declaration, approaching October, November, December. I don't see how it will be easy for land of Biafra to condone or contain Nigerian armed forces and Biafra defence land at the same time. I don't see it. Technically, theoretically, orally, morally, verbal word, propagandally, diplomatically, I don't see it easy in any form.
Well, which means we are buying time, of course, for the worst, if I may say. Well, only time will reveal whatever happens. We'll keep abreast, esteemed fans. If you're watching it for the first time, kindly hit the subscription buttons. Give us a thumbs up. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for being there. Mazo Content, it's been an exciting moment having you here in Call Web TV, where we share unbiased reportage and of events happening. Your final parting words here.
My final parting words is Nigerian government should take a good decision, very good decision, to systematically withdraw from Biafra land before or on after the declaration of Biafran independence on this coming December 2nd December 2024. They should do the needful so that there will be people that will remain to wear Nigerian army uniform, and there will be people to remain to stand as Biafra. Peace is the best. Dialogue is the best. Harmony is the best for both sides. But if Nigeria decide, it depends on Nigeria, on whatever they decide, is where Biafra will stand. As Gowon decide to abolish Aburi, Biafra stand an Aburi. And that Aburi is what hold everybody now. Because Nigeria say Aburi will not be, Biafra say Aburi will be. And that Aburi is what holding everybody now on this situation we are in between Biafra and Nigeria. So Nigeria should do a needful thing so that everybody will live in harmony. You understand? Thank you, my host, Chigozie Ndigbo. I am Mr. Okpara, the new Okokondem in this Republic of Biafra. Live Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his IPOB government of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Long live Simon Ekpa. Long live Finland government. Long live all our fans all over the world. May God bless them in Jesus' name. Finland people, Finland soil, Finland economy, Finland population. God bless them on all around in Jesus' name.